Good morning, everybody, or a good day. I'm Adam Abbott, and it's nice to be here today. I've been absent from making new videos for several months as I went through some changes, and during those times when I'm changing, I don't like to post videos or do any of this work until the changes have occurred and I'm on the other side of them. So a lot of these have to do with prosperity and things that are going on in my personal life. I probably won't share all of that, but so my new video today is going to be about allergic reactions or symptoms that are called psoriasis and eczema. I'll talk about the skin right now. It's been in my, I'm not a doctor, but I do have a lot of experience with a lot of these things and know the body very well. And you can research some of my other videos to find out where I got that experience and how it happened. But the advice here is just based upon personal experience, not medical training. And therefore, always consult with a physician. And I recommend finding more than one. Find one that also understands a holistic perspective to healing and into wellness. Without a holistic perspective towards wellness, you'll always be like plugging the holes in a dam. You'll never fix the problem, because Western medicine deals mostly with symptoms, treating symptoms. We have to get to finding the cause and therefore eliminating the symptoms through addressing the cause, which many times is completely different than symptomatic medicine. Symptomatic medicine's okay. So if you have an allergic reaction of some sort, Benadryl or any kind of an antihistamine really helps stop that immediately so that the discomfort and the symptom is gone. It's destructive. Its just destructive effects go away immediately with that kind of medicine, and it's great. But to cure it and stop it forever is where you have to go a little bit deeper. Our immune systems are very active, sometimes overactive, and they cause things like arthritis and skin problems, psoriasis, eczema. Many things can be caused by overactive immune system, all kinds of allergies, things like that. So now they're developing medicine that kills your immune system so that that stuff goes away. And that will work. And that has been my experience. I have gone from having an overactive immune system to having one that was virtually mostly gone, and all the allergies and psoriasis and skin problems disappeared along with that immune system. So I do have proof that, you know, this is a key to why we have allergies and psoriasis, arthritis, eczema, and all kinds of different manifestations of an overactive immune system, or immune system that attacks itself, attacks the body. The problem is that many of us are allergic to everything. You can go to an allergy specialist and have the little spots, little injections all over your body. And some people like me will test allergic to everything on the planet. So what do I eat? How do I survive? Everything I eat makes me sneeze or have swollen skin, or itchy skin, or some kind of other symptom of an allergy or an immune system response to a foreign substance, something that defines as not good for the body. And I think the reason some of this is happening with allergies is that it's a reminder every day and every moment that we're really not supposed to be invested in this world. From a spiritual perspective, it's not our home. It is a place where our bodies are, But when we become totally invested in the physicality of this three-dimensional world, the universe or God, however it's set up, whatever way you want to refer to it or look at it, gives us little reminders that we're not supposed to really be reveling and making this our only reality. Our reality goes beyond this world, and seeking spirituality, spiritual awareness of our whole and higher self is really the goal of life here. Not to get entrenched in the things of this world. They're never going to bring permanent and lasting pleasure, satisfaction, or life. Everything in this world turns to dust, it all dies and regenerates into another form of energy. The only thing that's lasting and permanent is the thing that we can't see and don't know for sure, have no way of measuring, there's no science on it, and that is our spirit. Our eternal soul, our eternal piece of a soul. What's thrown down here in these bodies, I believe, is a very limited and minuscule piece of ourselves. And that's why we feel like we're not really here at times. We feel like there's a movie going on that we're kind of watching it or we're in it, this movie, and it's not really real. Well, it's correct. There's such a small fraction of our whole higher self, our whole entire soul in each person's awareness, each person's perception through these bodies, that we are barely here. Just a little piece of us is shining through this little perception physical vehicle that we're in right now. And once you realize that, then you can pray and talk and ask for help and guidance from your whole higher self. And this gets you around the whole idea of you having to buy into an entity that sits up there in a cloud and makes decisions about your life. The old-fashioned way of thinking about God is dispelled, because now, even according to a lot of our religious teachings, we are coming to the realization that we are all gods and we are this one soul, and there's just little sparks, little pieces of it in each physical creature in this world, and I would include animals in that too. They might have a smaller spark of it. I don't know. All I know is that my perception through this body is way more limited than my whole self. And that once I start trying to please my whole self and love myself in a different way, not the physical way, not in ways of this world, but with the knowledge and the knowing or the trust and faith that I am part of a much bigger Adam. My name's Adam, by the way, so I can use that one, but you can all use it too. You're all part of this big collective soul, and you may have an individual soul. I don't know that. We feel like individuals because we're broken off into these little pieces and put into a body with these senses, the eyes and the ears, nose, mouth, our senses of touch, and our personal feelings that go on according to our thoughts and things that are being downloaded into us. Thoughts that are being downloaded into us from all different sources, from our higher self and from the things around us that we're allowing to be downloaded into us from other sources and with other motives that are not necessarily for our own good. So right now, I just invite you to love yourself and to understand that allergies and eczema, psoriasis, arthritis, all these different illnesses that come besides allergies are all here for a good purpose, to remind us of who we really are and our eternal nature and what we need to be doing instead of what we're doing. That's why we get pain in this world, is because our higher selves are trying to redirect us. It's trying to help us not to waste more time in pain and suffering type of learning. The response to avoid pain is much more powerful than the response to gain pleasure, even. So pain is used quite frequently. Uncomfortable situations and physical pain and emotional pain and things like that are used by our higher self to redirect us, to try to get us to change our focus about why we're doing what we're doing. I found that a spiritual pursuit has caused me to be able to get through the most dire physical and political, financial, personal, emotional, relationship situations. Anything that was really, really bad was there to help me change. And being able to realize that and make the changes really helps. So it will immediately, the pain will go away until the next learning needs to take place, and we'll make progress. So together we can do this, but I want to talk about the allergies aspect again, how we can treat this, because this video is about the eczema, psoriasis kinds of allergies. Well, the skin isn't only tied to allergic responses, it's tied to the liver. If the liver gets toxic or backed up or unable to release its bile because of a gallbladder blockage, something like that, the skin, hair follicles will start exuding. The body finds other ways to do the functions that are failing. So to help the liver out, it'll start exuding toxins through your skin, which can itch quite horribly. So there's two major reasons for skin problems, and one is a toxic liver. Now, in order to help your liver and help your skin, you can help cleanse the blood by drinking a green drink twice a day between meals on an empty stomach. And I did a video on it. It's the one thing that really can save your life during harsh treatments, medical treatments, cancer, chemotherapy, any kind of toxic treatment or toxic situation that you've built yourself up into with your diet. Or medications, either one. You mix 3 different kinds of greens in a blender with a lot of distilled water, and then pour it through a sieve so that you don't get the particles, just the chlorophyll. And this makes a gentle chlorophyll drink, not a harsh one like wheatgrass juice. You could do wheatgrass juice, but it's very strong, and it makes me gag, and it will cause a harsher cleansing reaction. So you might want to be careful with it, like chase a little shot of wheatgrass juice in a whole cup of water. It would be better for you. And twice a day on an empty stomach. But just make your own with different kinds of greens, altering the greens every day. Save it in a jar so that you have 1 cup before, in between breakfast and lunch, 1 cup in between lunch and dinner. Or you can do between dinner and breakfast. But it will cleanse you out. You'll find yourself in the bathroom being more regular in that manner, and it helps remove the toxins from your bloodstream, so it gives the liver a little bit of help, and will decrease the amount of itchiness that you have in your skin from a toxic liver. Let's talk about the itchiness in the skin from psoriasis and eczema. These are I believe it's an allergic reaction from an immune system that doesn't recognize maybe its own body, or you have low-level allergies or mid-level or even high-level allergies to substances that you continue to consume. And I'm talking about this from experience as well, since I had these conditions as a child, and I was allergic to everything as a child. So the first thing I would do is cut out the obvious things that people are allergic to, which would be your wheat. If you can't do wheat, do white flour. Cut out the white flour. Try to do multigrains. Try to add different kinds of grains that are not glutinous into that wheat. Other things people are allergic to is corn, soy, milk, dairy products. If you look at all animals on Earth that drink milk, all mammals, they only do it while they're infants. Period. But people, not only do we continue drinking milk past being an infant, we take the milk of other animals and we drink that, which does not have a molecular structure that matches our bodies, especially cow milk. The molecules are bigger and they don't absorb well, create allergies. Many of the allergies I find have boiled down to just an allergy to sugars. Any kind of sugar, eating a banana, anything, drinking a soda. I'm completely clogged up. I'm completely allergic to massive amounts of sugar of any form. However, I do tolerate protein sugars a little better, which would be meats and beans. But again, limiting the amount of consumption of everything so that you get to a moderate level on everything is a good idea. If you want to find out what you're most allergic to, yes, you can have the allergy tests, but you can also start with a very, very clean diet. Just steaming vegetables. Make sure you get like 5 different kinds, different colors, ones that are grown under the ground, on top of the ground, growing up from the ground, and then leafy ones. So have all different kinds of vegetables, steam them. Find a dressing that has some protein in it that you're not allergic to, like a sesame tahini. You can make your own tahini sauce from sesame butter by blending water with it in a blender with the amount of salt and lemon juice that you want. Maybe throw in some garlic. Garlic, again, is a medicinal vegetable, and you can use it medicinally. Some people like to use it all the time just for taste and for other purposes. But you'll want to, medicinal vegetables and herbs, you'll want to use also in moderation, because your body will have effects to them. They're strong enough to be medicines, so you have to watch it out, how much you consume of it. Environmental allergies as well can affect eczema and psoriasis. The fabric softener or bounce fabric sheets that you use in your dryer, the flavor of the detergent that you use with the heavy perfumes, residue left behind on your clothes can upset those things, along with latex gloves and just confining your hands into any kind of glove. Yeah, it's necessary. I've got hurt myself from through a glove, but if without, sometimes you got to protect your hands with gloves, and that can be uncomfortable. But try to alter the kinds of gloves that you use and limit the amount of time that they're stuck in there. And if you got to wash dishes and do a lot of cleaning with your hands, you really need to protect them. There's a nice liquid product a lotion called Liquid Glove that I love that will protect your hand through several washings, that I put on at the beginning of the day when I have to do a bunch of things, and it helps protect the hand with or without gloves. Constantly bumping into things and breaking my skin and bleeding, and you'll find that the older you get, the thinner your skin gets, and the easier it is to bleed all the time when you run into things, or you got pets and dogs scratch you or whatever it is. So I hope that this has helped you a little bit. Cleaning your blood with the green water drink every day, starting your diet very, very clean. And going from there, just if you can get your diet as clean as possible, which means really restricting the shit that you eat, anything that's got a lot of flour on it, your fried chicken crusts and all of that, take that skin off. Try to limit the amount of content that you eat. It's not going to be comfortable for a lot of you, but look at what nature provided you to eat. And instead of picking out on junk all the time, grab a fresh tray of blackberries in season. I just got it for like 98 cents. Fresh blackberries. I mean, that I would have to be out in the woods getting. They don't last very long in this store. You got to get them and eat them quick. And when things are in season and on sale, it's actually a lot cheaper to eat pure and fresh than it is all this packaged garbage that you keep buying. Stop it. Who taught you that what you consume has to come from a big corporation in a package with all kinds of chemicals added to it? Who taught you that? What kind of morality do we have as a society that we have lowered ourselves? We've degenerated to the point of eating corporate America bullshit. I mean, really, don't you have any shame or self-esteem about what you put in your body? Think about it. What are you friggin' eating? And stop it. The cure is all around you. God and Mother Nature, whether you believe in God or not, Mother Nature, the universe, your higher self, has provided all the richness of healthy food to feed and heal and keep your body whole and pain-free. And you don't eat it because you're a fucking pig. All right? Just admit it. And then we can go from there and we can fix it. Sorry, everybody. I didn't mean to get mad at you, but it's mad at myself. It's not just you. So please understand that anything comes out of my mouth is directed towards me first. And I just love you, and I want you to feel better, and I want you to do the right things. There's a reason why you're here. If you're going to kill yourself eating all this corporate crap, I mean, please, you're just a slave to misery. So stop it. It's time to move beyond misery and move into the power that you are created to be and the wholeness. And don't make me call you names anymore. Stop doing what you're doing. Do something different when it comes to what you're putting in your body. Your problems will go away. I love you, everybody. I really apologize for being harsh. I'm back. Welcome back. I'll see you in the next one. I'm going to try to do them more often. Peace, love, and don't forget to share with friends if anybody needs this. Bye.